So, good morning, students. Welcome in next lecture of Math F211, Mathematics 3. Audio video is okay? Harish? Online
Yes,
audio video is okay? So, next question is so that Fourier series for the periodic function defined by fx is equal to 0, x square for the interval minus pi to 0 and 0 to pi is this. So, we know that Fourier series is what? Fourier series of fx is a naught by 2 plus summation an cos nx plus bn sin nx for n is equal to 1 to infinity, where a naught is given by 1 upon pi minus pi to pi fx into dx. So 1 upon pi for the interval 0 to pi, it is x square, and for minus pi to 0 it is 0. So this will become 1 upon pi 0 to integral 0 to pi x square dx. So this will give you integral x cube by 3, then limit 0 to pi. So pi cube upon 3, right? Pi cube upon 3. Then pi and pi cancel out. So here we have the pi square by 3. Then an is equal to 1 upon pi minus pi to pi fx into cos nx. So 1 upon pi, since a function is defined for 0 to pi as x square and minus pi to 0 it is 0. So this will become 1 upon pi 0 to pi x square cos nx dx. So when we integrate by parts, it will give you 1 upon pi x square sin x upon n plus 2x cos nx upon n square minus 2 sin nx upon n cube limit 0 to pi. So sine of n pi, it is 0. So here this will become 0, this will become 0, and cos of n pi is equal to minus 1 to power n. So this will give you 2, right, 2 pi minus 1 to power n upon n square. Pi and pi cancel out. So here we have the 2 minus 1 to power n upon n square. Then Vn we compute. So Vn is equal to, by the formula, 1 upon pi minus pi to pi fx into sin nx, or as we know the given function is defined for the interval minus pi to 0 as 0, and for 0 to pi it is x square. So this will become 1 upon pi integral 0 to pi x square sin nx into dx. So 1 upon pi by parts, if you do integration, it will give you minus x square cos nx upon n plus 2 x sin nx upon n square plus 2 cos nx upon n cube limit 0 to pi. We know that sin n pi is equal to 0 and cos n pi is equal to minus 1 to power n. So this will give you 1 upon pi 2 upon n cube, 2 upon n cube from here, 2 upon n cube minus pi square upon n, pi square upon n from here into minus 1 to power n minus 2 upon n cube, minus 2 upon n cube, because cos 0 will give you, right, cos 0 will give you the 1. So 2 upon n cube from here. So now we have to check the different values of the n. So here fx, as we know, the Fourier expansion for the given function is a naught by 2 plus summation n is equal to 1 to infinity an cos nx plus bn sin nx. So a naught we have computed as square upon 3. So here it will become pi square upon 6 summation n is equal to 1 to infinity. An we have computed as 2 into minus 1 to power n upon n square into cos nx plus bn into sin nx, and bn is 1 upon pi 2 upon n cube minus pi square upon n minus 1 to power n minus 2 upon n cube sin nx. Now in the b part, we have to draw the sketch the graph of sum of this series on the interval minus 5 pi to pi. So we so in the given we have in the given we have the definition as a periodic function, right? Periodic function for minus pi to pi, and between minus pi to 0 it is given to you 0, right? And between 0 to pi it is given to you x square. So here we have the shape of minus pi to pi. That shape you have to repeat up to the from minus 5 pi to 5 pi. So that is the graph since it is the periodic. So from the interval from the interval for the interval minus pi to pi, whatever the shape, that you have to repeat up to the from minus 5 pi to 5 pi. Now in the C part of this question, use the series in A with x is equal to 0 and x is equal to pi to obtain the following series. So here you are getting the from the x is equal to 0 and x is equal to pi. So just whatever the series we have derived here, right? So that you have to write. In this you have to put the x is equal to 0. So in this case, fx is continuous everywhere except at plus minus pi, except at plus minus pi, plus minus pi, plus minus pi, right? Plus minus pi, except plus minus 3 pi, except plus minus 3 pi, right? Otherwise it is continuous except plus minus odd pi, except plus minus odd pi. So here fx is continuous everywhere except at plus minus pi, plus minus 3 pi, dash 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 plus minus 2n minus 1 pi, and at the 0 also. And at the 0, at the 0 it is continuous. At the 0 it is continuous. Now, by the Dirichlet theorem, Fourier series converges. By the Dirichlet theorem, Fourier series converges at the average value. So by Dirichlet theorem, Fourier series converges to fx at every point of continuity of x of the function f, where Fourier series converges to the left limit and the right limit, right? Average of the left limit and right limit, that is the f of plus minus 2n minus 1 pi plus right limit plus f of plus minus 2n minus 1 pi minus. So so if at the right side, if you see at the right side, so at the right side the value is 0. On the right hand side, if you see at any value, its value is equal to 0. So here we have written the 0. And on the right hand side, on the left hand side, the value of the f is what? It is the square, right? It is the square. So here it will become plus minus 2n pi whole square. That is the 2n minus 1 pi whole square upon 2 for the n is equal to 1 to 3. And at the x is equal to 0, and at the point of discontinuity of the function, and also fx is equal to 0 plus 0. So at the x is equal to 0, left limit and right limit both are the 0. So it will become the 0. So as you put, it is continuous here. Just we have to check. Means we have to bring they have given the hint, you have to write these two series by putting the x equal to 0, x equal to pi. So if it is a continuous, so for the continuous it is true that average value will be the same. But when it is the discontinuous, then we say the value of the value at this point is the average of the left limit and right limit. So for both cases it is true. So just to bring the answer, they have given the hint, right? It is not necessary always we have the answer for the discontinuous point.
Sir, what is the graph from minus pi to 0?
Minus pi to 0, it is 0. Minus pi to 0, it is 0. Then it is the x square. So at the 0 also it is the x square, no? 0 with the x square also. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Then after last topic of this chapter, extension of arbitrary interval. So till now we have seen, we have assumed that fx something for the x from minus pi to pi. So in all, in general, it is very hard to get this limit. In general, we have any arbitrary limit minus L to L. Then how we can write the Fourier series? So here extension to arbitrary interval. Now we adapt to form the Fourier series to an function fx defined on the interval minus L to L. Minus L to L. L is any number where L is any positive number different from pi. It can be 1, 2, 3. It can be anything. So depending over the measurement, we can have the value. Now, let us introduce the new variable. So here, because we know the result of the minus pi to pi. So to convert given function for the limit minus L to L to minus pi to pi, we are introducing the new variable t. New variable t that runs from minus pi to pi as x run from minus L to L. Means what? Let's say this is the axis for the x. This is axis for the x that run from minus L to L. Now we are transforming this axis to the axis t, right? Axis t, which run from minus pi to pi. It means its leftmost value is equal to the leftmost value, its rightmost value is equal to the rightmost value, and intermediate value is equivalent to the intermediate value, right? So here we are transforming the x to t using the transformation. Now we are using the linear transformation, that x upon L. X upon L means we divide the here we are taking the 1 upon L is what? Unit distance, and x into x will give you the in the unit distance how much far you are reaching, right, from minus L to. Similarly, so for the same thing, because we want to transform linearly, so we take the t upon pi. Total length is the 2 pi. Total length is 2 pi, and that with that length, we how much far we are reaching. So we are making that these two lines are equivalent. These two lines are equivalent. So using this transformation, x upon L to t upon pi, or t is equal to pi x upon L, or x is equal to Lt upon pi. So whatever the given function fx, that can be written as Lt upon pi, and that we nomenclate as gt. So now the gt is the function in which the parameter, independent variable or parameter, lie between the minus pi to pi. Now for this gt, you know how to write the Fourier series or Fourier expansion. So let fx satisfy the Dirichlet condition, then the gt also will follow the Dirichlet condition, because we have the linear transformation only. So gt when expanded in the Fourier series form, so gt can be written as a naught by 2 plus summation n is equal to 1 to infinity an cos n and cos nt plus bn sin nt. Just in place of the t, you put the where just one more thing, where an is equal to 1 upon pi minus pi to pi gt cos nt dt, and bn is equal to 1 upon pi minus pi to pi gt sin nt, and and a naught is equal to 1 upon pi minus pi to pi gt dt. gt dt, right? So this is the value of the a naught, an, and bn for the different values of the n. Now we find the expansion of fx or Fourier expansion of the fx, right? Where x vary from minus L to L. So just this gt is nothing. This is the fx. So here fx will become a naught by 2 summation n is equal to 1 to infinity an cos. Now in place of the t, we have seen here we have the substitution pi x upon L. So just you replace the pi x upon L, and here you replace the pi x upon L. So due to this substitution, here we have to replace the pi x upon L. And what is the dt? What is the dt from here? So from here, the dt will come. Dt will be the pi upon L into dx. So so this dt will be the pi up pi upon L into dx, right? This dt is the pi L upon x into dt, and this is the pi x upon L. So that when we write, so here we have the an cos n pi x upon L plus bn sin n pi x upon L, right? Uh, and an is equal to 1 upon pi minus L to L gx cos n pi x upon L into pi L into dx. Pi and pi cancel out. Pi and pi cancel out. So an will become 1 upon, for the arbitrary interval, an will become 1 upon L minus L to L fx cos n pi x upon L. So that is the formula to compute the Fourier coefficient in case of the arbitrary interval. Similarly, Bn will become, similar in the same fashion, Bn will become 1 upon L minus L to L fx sin n pi x upon L into dx. And a naught is what? A naught is, in general, a naught is what? It is the integral minus pi 1 upon pi minus pi to pi gt into dt. So 1 upon pi, right? And here we have the fx in place of the gt. Now we have to write the fx, and in place of the dt we have the pi upon L into dx. So pi and pi cancel out. So it will become 1 upon L minus L to L fx into dx. And whatever the half series, right? Whatever the half sine series or half cosine series, same will work here. If f is the even function, if f is even function, then fx can be written as a naught by 2 plus summation an cos nx, where a naught is given by 2 upon L 0 to L fx into dx, and an is given by 2 upon L 0 to L fx into cos nx into dx. And if f is odd, then fx is equal to summation n is equal to 1 to infinity of bn sin nx, right? So where bn is 2 upon L integral 0 to L fx into sin nx into dx.
So
So
won't
in
there
this,
be a divided by cos nx by L in an?
pardon, I'm not getting what you want to say. Means here one more thing, n pi x upon L. What do you want to say?
Yes, that only.
Achha. Right, so sin n pi x upon L. So the same formula will work here. Now let us have some question over this. Question number 1 from the section 36. For the function defined by fx is equal to minus 3 and 3 for the interval minus 2 to 0 and 0 to 2, write down its Fourier expansion. So it is given to you, if we have this 0, 1, 2, minus 1, minus 2. So it is the minus 3 and it is the plus 3. So in this way, we have the discontinuity at the x is equal to 0. Now write down its Fourier expansion. So we know that let us introduce the new variable t is equal to t that runs from minus pi to pi, right? In such a way, t upon pi is equal to x upon 2, whatever the length, that is the L. So x upon 2. So it will give you t is equal to pi x upon 2, or x is equal to 2t upon pi. And from here, dt is equal to pi upon 2 into dx. So gt will become minus 3 to 3 minus pi to t vary from minus pi to 0 and 0 to pi. And gt can be written as, gt can be written as, here we have computed the a naught. So gt can be expanded as a naught by 2 plus summation an cos nx plus summation bn sin uh, nt and sin nt, where a naught is 1 upon pi minus pi to 0 minus 3, and 0 to pi it is 3, so minus 3 dt and 3 dt. So this will give you the value a naught is equal to 0. नहीं नहीं, ये ऑड फंक्शन नहीं बनेगा ना, इसमें टी पुट नहीं कर सकते ना, टी माइनस टी वी कैन नॉट पुट ना. नहीं, सिमेट्रिक उसमें कर सकते हैं, लेकिन इसको ऑड फंक्शन बोल नहीं सकते, मतलब हाँ एक्ट वैसे ही करेगा, एक्ट वैसे ही करेगा, लेकिन इसको ऑड फंक्शन बोल नहीं सकते, इसको डिफाइन नहीं कर सकते. ग्रेटर देन 0 पे हाँ नहीं, एक्चुअली फॉर द ऑड फंक्शन वी मस्ट हैव द f of minus x is equal to minus of x fx. हम्म 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 actually half of is behaving like that, but complete function is not a odd function na. नहीं नहीं, it is the periodic na.
So, like in the periodic interval, it is an odd function.
Acting like the odd function, but here we cannot apply the half sine series formula. That we cannot apply. It is behaving like the odd function. Then an is equal to 1 upon pi minus pi to pi gt cos nt dt. So it will become for minus pi to 0 it is minus 3, for 0 to pi it is 3, right? So we can write 1 upon pi minus pi to 0 minus 3 cos nt dt plus 0 to pi 3 cos nt dt. So simple integration, so it will give you is equal to 0. So here now bn will come 1 upon pi minus pi to pi gt sin t, that can be written as 1 upon pi minus pi to 0 3 sin nt dt plus 0 to pi 3 sin t dt. Since it is behaving like the odd function, so automatically only bn is coming. But at the time of the integration, we have to show the complete. We cannot apply the means half sun series formula 2 upon pi. That is the right. So it is the 1 upon pi 3 cos nt upon n limit minus pi to 0 minus 3 cos nt upon n 0 to pi. So, and we know that cos nt cos n pi is equal to minus 1 to power n. So it will give you 3 upon n pi 1 minus in minus power minus 1 to power n minus 1 to power n minus 1. So this will twice of this, so 6 upon n pi 1 minus 1 to power n. So when n is even number, so n is even number, so 1 minus 1 will give you 0. When n is odd number, at that time it will become the 2. So it will become the 12. So from there it will be the for even number b 2n equal to 0 and b of 2n minus 1 will be the 12 upon 2n minus 1 into pi. So when we write the gt is equal to, so we have written directly. Otherwise, first we have to write the gt, then we have to transform. So fx is equal to a naught by 2. So a naught is 0, an 0. Only we have the bn. So it will be the summation n is equal to 1 to infinity 12 upon 2n minus 1 pi into sine of 2n minus 1 pi x upon 2, and that we can write as a 12 upon pi, right? 12 upon pi 1 upon 2n minus 1 sine of 2n minus 1 pi x upon 2. Now let us have this problem. Fx is equal to 1 plus x for the interval minus 1 to 0 and 1 minus x for the interval 0 to 1. So if you write it as a naught by 2 plus summation an cos n pi x upon l plus bn sin n pi x upon l. So where an is given by 1 upon l minus l to l fx cos n pi x upon l into dx, whatever the basic formula, right? So l is what here, whatever the limit, that will be the our l, our l. So 1 upon 1. Now break in the interval. So minus 1 to 0, 1 plus x cos of n pi x upon 1 dx, 0 to 1, 1 minus x cos n pi x upon 1. So by parts you can do. So it can be written as an is equal to minus 1 to 0 cos n pi x dx plus minus 1 to 0 x into cos n pi x dx plus 0 to 1 cos n pi x dx minus 0 to 1 integral 0 to 1 x cos n pi x dx. So by parts if you do, here you will get the solution as 1 upon n square pi square cos n pi x limit minus 1 to 0 minus 1 upon n square pi square cos n pi x limit 0 to 1. You check, right? You check if you feel any doubt. If you want to note, you can note. So cos of minus theta is equal to cos theta and cos of n pi is equal to minus 1 to power n. So using that, can I change? So it will become 1 upon n square pi square 1 minus cos n pi minus 1 upon n square pi square cos n pi minus 1. So it can be written as 2 upon n square pi square 1 minus 1 to power n. So same, when n is even, then 1 minus 1 will give you 0. When n is odd, 1 plus 1 will give you 2. So it will become the 4 upon pi square and 2n minus 1 whole square. Similarly, if you compute the bn, right? So bn will come 1 upon 1 minus 1 to 0, 1 plus x sin n pi x upon 1 dx, 0 to 1 minus 1 minus x sine of n pi x upon 1 into dx, and that will come 0. And a naught is what? 1 upon L minus L to L fx into dx. So 1 upon 1 minus 1 to 0, 1 plus x dx, plus 0 to 1, 1 minus x dx. So simple integration, x and x square by 2. So 1 upon 1 plus x square by 2 minus 1 to 0, and x minus x square by 2, 0 to 1. So that will give you a naught is equal to 1. A naught is equal to 1. So fx can be written as 1 by 2. That is the fx is what? It is the a naught by 2 plus summation an cos nx plus bn sin nx. So a naught is 1. So 1 by 2 summation n is equal to 1 to infinity. An is equal to 4 upon pi square 2n minus 1 whole square into cos of the 2n minus 1 pi x upon 1. So in this way, we write the Fourier series of the given function. In the same fashion, we have the fx is equal to mod of x for the limit minus 2 to 2. So fx can be written as minus x minus 2 to 0 and x from 0 to 2. So here a naught will come. हाँ ये तो लगा सकते हैं, इसमें लगा सकते हैं, ऑटोमेटिकली that will come. A naught 1 upon L minus L to L fx dx. So 1 upon 2 minus 2 to 0 plus 0 to 2 dx. So this will give you 1 by 2 minus x square by 2 for the limit minus 2 to 0 and x square by 2 limit 0 to 2. So on putting, it will give you a naught is equal to 2. So from there also the same thing will come. Right? An is equal to 1 upon L minus L to L fx cos of n pi x upon L. So just you break the limit, right? Minus 2 to 0, it is minus x, and 0 to 2, it is the x. So minus x into cos n pi x upon 2 dx, and for the integral 0 to 2, it is the x into cos n pi x upon 2. So just I'm not going in the integration by parts, just by parts you can do. Otherwise you note down, right? So here we have the 4 upon n square pi square minus 1 to power n minus 1. So when n is even, it is 0. When n is odd, it will become 8 upon 2n minus 1 whole square pi square. Just you note down steps you want. Online, Harish, okay?
Yes, sir.
Right, you check the integration parts. I'm not explaining the integration parts. Similarly, Bn is equal to 1 upon L minus L to L fx Bn of sine of n pi x upon L dx. And that will come 0. So directly from the even function, we know that Bn will come 0. So here we can write fx is equal to a naught by 2 summation n is equal to 1 to infinity an cos n pi x upon L plus Bn sin n pi x upon L. So a naught is equal to 2. So 2 upon 2 summation n is equal to 1 to infinity minus 8 upon pi square 2n minus 1 whole square cos 2n minus. In general, in exam, you forget to convert this as a odd. You just write the an from the above and write here the cos n pi. So you have to convert here also the odd one. So minus 8 upon pi square 2n minus 1 whole square cos of the 2n minus 1 pi x upon 2 plus 0. In exam, we have seen many students forgot to write here. In hurry, they write the an into cos nx. So there you have to convert. Right. So few questions directly I'm not explaining, just for practice. Right. So fx is equal to x cube minus pi to pi. So you just note down bn will come this. Hurry, just you note down. I'm not explaining. Just for your practice, I'm giving you the answer.
Okay, sir.
When fx is equal to e to power ax, and if you have to compute only the sine series, Fourier sine series, so you have to apply the formula of the half range sine series. So Vn will come 2 over pi 0 to pi e to power ax sine nx into dx. So you know the formula of the e to power ax sine bx. So apply directly that. So you will get the Bn is equal to this 2n upon a square plus n square into pi 1 minus 1 to power n into e to power a pi. If it is given to you to determine the Fourier sine series and Fourier cosine series, automatically you have to apply the half range formula. In that case, need not to check whether it is the odd function or even function. If we have the fx is equal to minus x upon L plus 1 and interval of x is 0 to L. So instead of the minus L to L, now it is the 0 to L. So you have to determine it is already in the half range. So you have to find the Fourier cosine series. So just to practice these questions. Can I change? Now fx is equal to cos pi x in Fourier series for the range minus 1 to 1. So trigonometric series will remain the trigonometric, right? Means expansion, Fourier expansion of the trigonometric is the same. So automatically a naught will come 0, an will be 0 for n greater than 1, but a1 is equal to 1 and bn is equal to 0. So you can prove that cos pi x is equal to cos pi x. That is so even means this is the true for the arbitrary interval also. A2 will come 0. Only the a1 will be the non-zero. Cos n pi x upon l. Na? So with that, so only the cos means we have to show that cos pi x is equal to cos pi x. All the trigonometric series itself is the Fourier series that they want to show, even for the arbitrary interval also. Here, instead of the symmetric in interval, here we have the 0 to 2 pi. Instead of the symmetric, now we have the 0 to 2 pi. So we assume it as a half range question. In general, we give means for minus pi to pi, but here we have the 0 to 2 pi. So just you have to shift the interval. Means for example, if we have this question, so this is the correct figure of the x. If you take the first term only, so first term is the pi, so approximately that line we can write like this. If you are including the pi plus 2 sin x, so pi plus 2 sin x, so at the sin x is equal to 0, it is the pi, and after that it will be the like this, it will be like this. And as you increase the term, it will come means it will rotate, take the shape around the actual line. So that is the meaning of the approximation. If fx is equal to x pi minus x for the limit minus pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. So again, this is not a symmetric. So whatever the given, accordingly you take the limit. A naught 1 upon pi minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 and pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. So here a naught and an will come 0. Harish, clear?
Yes, sir.
So just for practice, right? You can check these questions. It in this we have done earlier also, I think. In that we have that in 0 and x square. So fx is equal to x square minus pi to pi. Something missing is. It is an. So cos x, cos 2x, I think missing. So that's all in the Fourier series. In next class, we will start the Sturm-Liouville theorem. Right? Second last chapter. And last is the partial differential equation. For the quiz, any doubt for the tomorrow quiz? For this section, quiz will be in the room, I think 5102, but wherever we have the common hour. अच्छा, तुम्हारा अच्छा, ठीक. Right, anything you want to ask about the quiz? Harish, any doubt about the quiz? He left. Any doubt? Otherwise, you have the my mobile number. If you feel any doubt, you can ask over that also.